this is DeAndre Hopkins week 2 for us, right? And if this is what he looks like now, I can't wait to what he looks like in the playoffs when it's the most important. It's just going to be incredible. My standards are going to be so high for the rest of the season because of how good they've looked in week 2. It looks like it's like a full training camp for him, and I just can't wait to see what he does in the next few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's been a thing over the last few years where people talk about like, oh, you can't really add a player in the middle of the season with Andy's offense being so complex as it is. But I mean, last week he got way more than I thought he was going to get as far as his touches and whatnot. And then tonight, I mean, he was pretty much out there all game. I don't know what the snap count was. I mean, there was a few times where I saw it where it was like Justin Watson and then like the 3 tight ends, but he was in there quite a bit tonight. I don't know what snap count was. I didn't see any of the numbers yet on that. I'll be interested to see what they are. But man, gotta say, man, the Hopkins is just kind of seamlessly fitting into this offense. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it's a small man's offense." You know, DeAndre Hopkins is really fitted. And then there was a few experts out there who were like, "Oh, there's really fit the offense." It's like, no. I mean, any receiver can fit with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. They'll make anyone fit seamlessly. But the fact he's come in right away, and I guess the playbook was a big thing for me. He's not a guy who's been in the Andy Reid system. He's never played for Andy Reid, and so it's not the terminology wasn't a lot there as far as his crossovers where other teams he's been. But he's come in and looked the part, and it's about time that we've had a badass receiver to go along with Patrick Mahomes like this.
51 snaps. He had 7 less than Watson and Worthy.
Oh, okay.
So he was pretty much right on par with them.
Man.
So he's like a full-time player now.
You just see the chemistry they have with each other. I know there was a pre-game interview with Mahomes for ESPN, and he was talking about, the chemistry they already have built up together in like less than 2 weeks. And it's like it's not just talk because you see it, I mean, you're not just throwing 2 touchdowns to some random dude out there who's getting in a few reps. Like, no, like you can see it there. And yes, and you also see the growing pains too because of that last drive of regulation.
Yeah.
And then that play he had at the end of the in overtime to get some yak and some extra yards for us, man. Love that.
The trust is there though. So you see when push comes to shove who he wants to go to. Critical because both touchdowns were 3rd downs. So those are 3rd and goals that he went to him twice. And then a critical end of the game drive we were trying to get a field goal in, he went to him again, like on a route that he wasn't even ready for because he's like, all right, man, I just got here. Just relax. But 9 targets in 51 snaps. If you combine our other 3 receivers, they had 10 targets between Hardman, Watson, and Worthy. So 1 less target, 1 guy.
Yeah, just phenomenal. It's what you said. You can tell Pat trusts him for what you just said. Like we've had guys like Sky Moore here. We've had guys like MVS here, Tony. And you saw that Pat was, he would kind of reluctantly kind of do one of these and then kind of hold the ball. And then he would tuck in a run or take a sack or just try to find, run around until Kelsey got open. You're not seeing this. This is week number 2. Pat's throwing the quadruple coverage to DeAndre Hopkins. He trusts him to go up and get the ball. You just haven't seen that. It's weird too because it's only 2 weeks of playing with this guy. Hopkins is going to be a Hall of Famer for a reason.
I haven't seen him throw that kind of ball to somebody in that kind of coverage since Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
That's it. And Tyreek Hill wasn't even a go up and get it type guy, but he had the trust in him.
Yeah,
to just do it, to just throw it up there, and like Tyreek's a special player, he's going to go up there and get it. He has that in Hopkins after 2 weeks. So it's again, Hopkins in my mind, was a postseason pickup for me.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's already paying dividends in week 2, like you look at that game and you think, oh my God, what would we have done without Hopkins in this game?
I have no idea.
I can't even imagine it. The guy just showed up, and I can't imagine our offense without him. Because you'd say, oh, we lean on Kelsey more. Lean on him more. I mean, Kelsey had, 14 catches? The only reason that was possible After 7 or 8, they just bracket him, right? But you have Hopkins there, so you really can't do that. You can't put all your attention on Kelce. So, yeah, it just opens up a whole other level. We can get Xavier Worthy up to speed, pun intended. 2 targets, 0 catches.
Yeah, and 2 more guys, or well, not more consistent guys, but yeah, no, Xavier Worthy's about getting about 3 catches a game, 0 in this game. Noah Gray, who gets about 2 catches a game, 0 in this game. I mean, yeah, man, like what 21, 22 combined catches between Hopkins and Kelce? 22. I mean, yeah, that tells you all you need to know right there. It's just going boom, 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 boom. And I love seeing Andy, and I knew it was going to happen, scheming it up where having those 2 on the same side with each other and just screwing with defenses all game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to go zone when you have 2 guys who are, just find the whole kind of guys between the 2 of them. So,
well, like Aikman was saying, it doesn't matter the coverage because Kelce's so good at navigating the field. Kelce and Mahomes know each other so well, and he just uses the defense's leverage against them. And then you have Hopkins, who's also a magician out there. So, I mean, good luck. If we can just get Worthy doing one thing correctly, which is catching deep balls. And then you have Hopkins' skill set, Kelce's skill set. I mean, if you can get Hollywood Brown out there, I mean, we're talking firepower again.
Yeah, I'll say I know a lot of people are talking, they're being upset about Hopkins not kind of being aware to looking around for that ball for Mahomes right before the overtime. Relax, okay? The guy's been playing with Will Levis and Mason Rudolph for Malik Willis for the last 2 years, guys. Okay, he's not really used to these 1-minute situation drives, so let's relax on that. Mike Grant, yeah, I know, and he just got here too. Come on, baby, go, yes! That's a first down. It's a first down. This football season, I'll be putting down normal sodas like Coca-Cola for Olipop. Olipop offers a healthier alternative with its low sugar content and natural ingredients. Olipop is more than just a drink. It's a wellness companion that supports your digestive health. Packed with prebiotics, this fizzy elixir helps promote good bacteria in your gut, leading to improved digestion and overall well-being. So go ahead, click the link in the description and use promo code SODALOVE and get your can of Olipop so you can enjoy the game guilt-free. Go Chiefs. Use the promo code SODALOVE for 15% off now. DeAndre Hopkins, we get this guy, a lot of fans, but eating crow tonight, a lot of fans who thought he was washed and it wasn't going to make a difference on our team, and you can just tell that there's one point in the game where Pat's about to get sacked, just throws it up there. And DeAndre Hopkins is between 4 dudes and just comes up with the ball. I mean, it's literally shades of going back to what it was with the Arizona Cardinals where F it, D-Hop down there somewhere. And that's kind of what it was. It was pretty phenomenal, actually. But Hopkins comes in, gives us 2 touchdowns. And just, I know Buccaneers defense is nothing to write home about. But, I mean, hey, we exploited a bad defense. And, that's what you're supposed to do against bad defenses. And you're supposed to, find those weakness spots that we did between Kelce and Hopkins today. They both dominated in the secondary. Yes, there's a little mishap right before the overtime with Hopkins and Pat, but still, I mean, Hopkins, this is only his 2nd week there. The guy hasn't even completed 2 straight weeks with the Chiefs yet, and he looked the way he did tonight. So what did you make of DeAndre Hopkins tonight?
It was like the ice bath time machine, man, for Hopkins and Kelce. They stepped into it, and they went back like 5 years. 25 targets, 22 catches, 186 yards, 2 TDs. I mean, this is what you were expecting out of these guys like 4 years ago. It was amazing. It's amazing that this is the kind of game Hopkins would give you if he was starting the season with us, right? Like, forget about just coming here last week. I'm talking about like if he was here all off season. The only miscue I've seen in 2 weeks that I've noticed is that end of the game route where he didn't know the ball was coming and Mahomes threw it and Hopkins finally turned around and it just bounced right next to him, which almost led to a pick.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.